990 WBOB today. And it's quite a interesting day. Live video on our website, JiggyJaguar.com. You can also find us on the mic.fun as well. We go to the telephones. We've got our first guests with us today. The band No Application Fee. Tell us a little.
Hey, what's up? What's up, Jiggy Jag?
Tell us a little bit about yourselves, guys. Tell us all about it.
I need to go ahead. It's a little hard to hear.
We just want to know about the band, man. We don't know anything about you guys. You're here. You're live. Tell us all about you. You guys are the experts on the band. I'm just some goddamn fool in a Hawaiian shirt. Tell me about the band.
Dude, Gil and I have been playing together as No Application Fee for 15 years. We're based out of Compton, California, where we really penetrated that LA scene, and we're just taking it as far as we can. We just dropped a real big album with a bunch of big names, and we executive produced the whole thing. We officially own all of our masters, our own publishing, and you're one of the first people to bite in the 3,000 emails I sent to try to get someone to check us out. So we appreciate you, Jag.
Fantastic. So, tell me a little bit about where people can find your music and support you guys and everything.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. We'd love for everyone to check us out. We try to be active on everything we can. So whether you got Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, Tidal, whatever streaming platform you use, we are on that. We also have our Bandcamp where you can purchase the album, where you can purchase it on iTunes. We're very active on Instagram. We're trying to be young with the kids and get on this TikTok, but it's a little hard for us. But you can find us anywhere. Just look up No Application Fee, and once you buzz through all the schools and the apartments, you'll see some handsome Mexicans.
Fantastic. We have got the band No Application Fee with us today. They join us live here on our big broadcast. So you guys have got some incredible music. What has been the reception to your music?
Go for it.
I think it's been good. We've been getting a lot of good feedback. Everyone's been telling us we're not only sexy, but we're also good musicians now. So that's nice to hear.
Yeah, and the audio quality that we scored from really hiring all these different engineers. I think between the 6 engineers that we hired, there's 16 Grammy nominations, and our mastering engineer has won 2 Grammys working with Ray Charles. And luckily, Gil and I executive produced the whole thing. We wanted it done our way to have no one involved. So the feedback we've been getting from everyone is just like, they can't believe it's us. People have known us our whole lives. They can't believe that it's finally happening, that we sound like a real band, not just some stoners in the garage.
The band No Application Fee with us today here on our big program. They join us live. So the reception to your music on YouTube and some of the different places that you've got it.
Gil, correct me if I'm wrong. I think we only have 1 down thumb on all our videos, and we're not pretty girls, so we don't have 100,000 views on anything, but we're real proud of the organicness we've gotten, and we got a lot of positive feedback. We started to attack different areas than just LA or El Paso, where we're from. We've been getting a lot of buzz everywhere, including over here where you're at, bro. So it's moving up quick, like we're hoping it would. We put a lot of time and effort into the videos, into all the production. So it's nice to hear people telling us they really enjoy it. And there's a lot of skits on there too. I don't know if you've got to hear the whole album, but it's one of those things where you learn who we are as people just from hearing this album. And if you don't laugh, you're probably not our kind of person.
Well, we are going to play Sunday Afternoon. Tell us a little bit about Sunday Afternoon.
Yep.
Sunday Afternoon, we wrote that when we were like 18, I think. It was one of those like, I guess, love songs. And I don't know, it was just, we were just hanging out one day, and we were just playing some chords around, and it just came through, it was like a higher power.
That's actually off of our 2017 album, that the first one we dropped, which was definitely the fan favorite from that album. So we're stoked for everyone to hear that, because that's going to show you where we come from, and then hopefully people dig it and they look a little deeper and they hear the new album Beer that we just dropped a couple weeks ago. and you're going to hear the growth, because Sunday Afternoon is still fantastic, and it only gets better with the new album.
Fantastic. Well, we're going to do this. We're going to put you guys on a brief hold. We are going to play Sunday Afternoon. It's no application fee, and it's here on 990 WBOB. That is no application fee. Sunday Afternoon, and it is the big broadcast. Coast to coast, border to border on iHeartRadio today, and we go back to the telephones. We have got no application fee joining us here on the telephone. So, you guys have managed to get some really good stuff going here, and folks just love your music. Tell me a little bit about your musical heroes and influences.
Starting up, Andy. You're good at this one.
Man, you know what? The best part about our band used to be, our biggest attribute used to be our worst problem, because when we were growing up, we were never punk enough for the punk shows. We were never reggae enough for the reggae show. We were never ska enough for the ska show, because we combined so many genres together, because Gil always, since we started, we were like, let's be original. So we try to just jam everything that influences us. And even on the new album, you're going to hear a song that starts off metal, and then it goes into a ska feel, and then it has a hardcore, heavy hip-hop reggae feel, into a reggaeton feel. So we just try to combine everything. And I know me personally, and I'm a huge hip-hop fanatic, and they do a lot of sampling of old 70s music, of just solid bass players, of funk. And, I love the Chili Peppers. I love Incubus. I love Dr. Dre. So all of that combined is what I really bring to the table.
Good stuff. It is
Yeah,
no
man.
application
I
fee.
feel
Yes.
that hip hop is definitely a major influence in our sound, and I guess it's different every time we start writing again. Whatever we're listening to at the moment and stuff, it really helps influence us. So I mean, it's always hard to answer that question. There's just so much music out there that I've enjoyed. You know, from Chicano Batman to to Barry White. You know what I mean? Like everything.
Yep.
There's just so much to learn from everything.
Yeah, why put us in a box? And that's one thing that we never wanted to do with our band. And for 15 years, we've been trying to figure out exactly who we are. And, you know, it's just every time we write something, it gets dialed in more and more and more to the point now that all of our core fan bases know what we sound like. And as we hopefully get more fans, especially people listening, they're going to start to know, like, dang, that's no application fee. That sounds like no application fee. And hopefully we can make out to there, play a gig one day, and you can really see what we got. Because live is where it's at. We're definitely a live band. The studio is fun, and it's been a learning experience to really get your chops right, but there's nothing like being on stage. And the chemistry that Gil and I have on stage is unmatched, and we just can't wait to show it to the world.
Fantastic. We have got no application fee with us today. They join us live here on our big program. So tell me about this music video for Sunday afternoon.
Oh, man.
That was all Andy, man. He directed that one. He wrote and directed, and actually financed it too.
I'm a bit of a perfectionist and a psycho, dude. And the first music video we dropped before that was a compilation of 2 songs from the same album, and it got so much feedback, and people loved it so much. I was talking to the point we were at shows, and people were coming up to us like, "Were you guys the ones in Speedos at the beach? Were you guys the one?" So I was sitting there at my job one day. We're in the cannabis industry in LA, and I was pacing around, and I was like, how can I top that music video? And I thought, okay, kiddie pool with hot tubs and cigars, mariachi suits. And I mean, bro, I mapped this thing out. A monkey could have held the camera because I had it at like 000 this time, 0003 when the snare drum hits this, and I had a full breakdown of exactly what I wanted, scene for scene, from shot to shot. And, you know, obviously the gentleman we worked with, too, he was still young. I was kind of young. We didn't have the most money in the world. So me being the perfectionist, when I watch it back, though I'm very proud of it, but, you know, there's things that I can't wait to continue to get better. But the goal of that music video was to try to have the best quality, which was 4K, rent a drone, rent a really good camera, hire someone, do all the editing, and make people laugh while still making people feel sexy. Because it's a sexy song. You know, we love to get people feeling hot and heavy, and that's what we are trying to do. And the music video definitely represents that.
We have got the band No Application Fee with us today. They join us live here on our big program. So, what are you guys hoping to accomplish over the next couple months going into the new year?
Gig, dude. Gig. Now that we own all of our publishing and our record company and everything, the goal is to score a solid booking agent that just throws us on these, you know, opening gigs for these big acts and really start establishing a fan base, because the momentum we have from dropping our new album, Beer, that we dropped a couple weeks ago, we're trying to take that momentum and never let it die and just blow up as big as we can and score as many fans as we can and people that just like good music. And, you know, we're the sound that people have been looking for but haven't quite found, and we're here now.
Awesome.
100%.
No application fee with us today. They join us live here on our big broadcast. So, you guys have a video that you put out a couple months ago, Bass Concerto number 3. Tell us about this.
I was actually very, very under the weather that day, but you can't even tell. No, but it was, again, another thing where we just wanted to get, like, correct me if I'm wrong, Andy, but we just wanted to, like, get the community involved, too, you know, and, like, show that, you know, we're a part of this community, and, like, you know, we're all about skating, too. Skating's fun. Like, even though we were never that good at it, like, we've always appreciated it, you know, so.
Yeah, we play music.
That was one of our things, like, let's show people, like, everything we like, you know, like, and, like, get them to really know us just by like what we can do with our sound and like with our music videos. After that, we've really been doing that.
It's always been a dream for us to come out in a skate video because, you know, if you watch skate videos, they pick a song and they edit to it. So I thought instead of waiting for someone to pick us, what if we just do it ourselves? So we showed up to a skate park in North Long Beach with food for everybody. We had a pound of bud to give away. We had Dizzy sponsorships giving us skateboards. We had Rove sponsorships giving us pens. We had One Life that supplied all the flour for everybody. We had pre-rolls. I mean, we just gave away everything. We had, Diamond Supply Co. sponsored us, and they gave us, you know, grip tapes, shirts, stickers, hardware, and we just hooked everybody up. And we didn't, you know, we did announce it as much, but since we're still up and coming, you know, it got busier as it went on because people started hearing it in the streets, like, yo, they're giving away free stuff, and they're like, we're recording a skate video. So those were all a bunch of locals that just came ready to skate, dude, and we just were able to capture something. And the DJ Mino, he's a homie of ours that is just authentic vinyl. And when we recorded that, he wanted no editing. He didn't want any kind of the only thing we did was some panning and maybe add some reverbs and echoes, but all of that was organic scratching from some free samples that anyone can use that we sat, the three of us, Gil, myself, and Mino, and picked. And that has actually been one of the fan favorites. As I've been looking at the analytics from Spotify and Apple Music, Bass Concerto 3 has just been getting so much feedback of people just loving the jam. But it's funny because critically, I submitted us to a few different blogs and radio stations, and in particular, Bass 3, we had about 4 or 5 hard no's of people like, the song doesn't go anywhere, it sucks, blah, blah, blah. So it's just so, it's like Kendrick said, you know, what do hypocrites say? What the community feel because they're the only ones relevant, and the community is loving Bass Concerto 3.
Well, we're going to do this. We are going to play it, and we'll be back here in just a few. That is No Application Fee, and they join us today here on our big program. And so, gentlemen, as we wrap up here with you, how do we buy your music and get involved with you guys on social media, everything?
Luckily, we have a very original name. So if you just look up No Application Fee Music, No Application Fee Band on whatever you use, Spotify, Apple Music, we're going to have that check mark, and you're going to see two very handsome Mexicans that are one taller than the other, and that's us. We'd love for you to follow us. We'd love for you to reach out. We run our own stuff, so if you follow us, we will follow you back. If you shoot us a message, we will message you back. In fact, if you message us or if you follow us, I'm going to message you first, and I'm going to send you our links. I'm going to personally invite you to come check us out, because unlike most, we're organic and we're authentic, and we're trying to keep that going and really get people to vibe with us, man. So whatever you use, Instagram, Spotify, TikTok, Instagram, whatever, find us.
Yeah, you can stream it on all the platforms, too.
That's awesome. Well, you guys have been amazing. Thanks for doing this, and thanks for joining us today here on our big program.
Man, we appreciate you. Thank you so much, bro. You're one of the first people to give us a chance, and we can't wait to do it again, hopefully in the future, and we can play some new songs and hopefully build a little fan base over there and come by.
Definitely. Well, thanks for joining us, and keep us updated, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Appreciate it.
All right, man. Thank you.
Thanks, bro. Puro Chuco. Shout out Compton.
There they go. That is no application fee. And they join us today here on our big broadcast. So we are going to do this. We are going to take a brief time out. And when we come back, we will have more coming up. It is the world famous Jiggy Jaguar radio broadcast. And we will be dealing with it all this afternoon. The band Wheel was supposed to be with us, but Wheel is nowhere to be found. This is 2 weeks in a row we have given Wheel an opportunity to be on the show. And apparently Wheel is nowhere to be found. So we are going to take a break. And when we come back, I think we've got Sabrina Bala